Lama.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Trick Lama. Memang lama kita tunggu untuk buat podcast ni.
Long overdue.
Very long overdue.
Yeah.
And we're coming to you from our new studio, our new office in Bangsa. Won't tell you exactly where, but we've moved, and that's one reason why we took a while to regroup. Of course, on my left here is our CEO, Datuk Zainul Arifin.
Hi.
And on my right here is our rockstar, Datuk Rocky Brew,
Yes.
Ahirudin
Hello.
Attan.
Yeah.
Of course, you know me. I'm presuming you know me, Terence Fernandez. Okay.
We know you.
It's not easy to forget.
Yeah,
Terence
a lot of people
Fernandez.
know you.
I'm unforgettable like the song, apparently. Okay, guys, thanks for taking taking time off and joining me here today, so we can kickstart our Trick Lama, reboot it. Well, today you're just gonna be
Just the three of us.
Yeah, it's only gonna be three of us lah. Tapi tak apa, because we're getting all warmed up in our new studio. So we got a few things to talk about. Starting off, of course, is the budget 2026 that was announced by the Prime Minister Datuk Zainul Ibrahim on a Friday, October 10. 10-10. Everyone's hoping that it will be a perfect 10 budget. I think many people are still scratching their head over what this budget is about. It looks like a very, very election budget lah orang kata. Nampak macam election budget, because I was looking at it and it was like so many goodies. Anwar Ibrahim was, it's like Christmas came early for a few people, and he was playing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
The budget that Zainul is 470 billion.
Yes.
Which includes
About 50 billion.
50 billion from GLCs and GLICs
Yes.
and other investments lah. So I don't know, you had you wrote something about the budget,
Yeah.
and you just had a podcast with a few economists
Yes.
about the budget. What do you think the budget is?
Okay.
Is it a good budget? Is it a lousy budget? Is it a pulling wool over our eyes budget?
Nothing is lousy. Just look at it.
There's no such thing as a bad budget.
Yes. No, so that, and then Terence coined the word Madaninomic.
I did now, didn't I?
The Madaninomics. But the budget is basically essentially is the thing that's missing from the budget, this year's budget, is tax. So that's something which suggests that they are sensitive to the tax issue. But also, I was talking to this professor saying the savings from the subsidy, about 19 billion, and the savings from being very efficient, that is quite good. Now, it suggests that the government is doing something which is making a fund more available without raising tax, which is quite interesting. I think efficiency, and so there's no mention of tax on this budget. There's no mention of tax at all. So
No
maybe
new taxes.
no
you
new
mean,
taxes,
or-
and not even a mention of tax. I don't think so.
Wow. So I should call it
The
a
taxless
non-taxing
no
budget.
tax, yes.
A
No
A
taxes,
budget that
yes.
doesn't tax on the people.
Yes, that's true.
That's one for the
bad,
record
yeah.
books.
So it's
Because
it's
we're always calling budgets the people's budget, election budget, caring budget.
Caring
I think these are the names that Datuk Sri Anwar used to call the
Yes.
budget when
Yeah,
he was finance minister. So,
part one,
so now it's a totally different
non-taxing budget, which is true. But I think important is the putting money to the ground, people, and I think recognizing that cost of living is an issue.
Yeah.
Which is there's no tax, but giving money out to people, and I think what is it called, the
Sarah.
yang the February dia bagi balik.
Yes.
So it's another 2 billion to be injected into the economy, which is stimulus lah, economic stimulus.
So people asking, okay, very good, no tax, but how is the government paying for stuff?
That's why I say the efficiency in
Okay.
that's the cost is. I think it's fine. I think I'm not privy to all the numbers, but I think it makes sense because if you are more efficient, I mean we run a business which was so terrible last time. So but if you are getting more efficient, then from that saving pun you can do some things lah.
Actually, from what was presented by Datuk Zainul Ibrahim, he wants, Zainul is right, he wants to make the government more efficient. So he wants government to spend less. And the budget is about 10 billion less the
Which is
expenditure
surprising
from last year.
Yeah, no.
Okay, and he is emphasizing on collections. That's why he has allocated 700 million for institutions like MACC, LHDN to recoup monies that are out there that's owed to the government. So those of you who have been, been very cleverly trying to hide your taxes, you got very, very creative accountants. I think there was forewarning by the Prime Minister that, with the new allocation of 700 million to help LHDN and MACC, they will be more active in coming after.
I think that's right. But even with student loans, PTN, the government bringing back the travel ban
I think that's
on defaulters.
Yes.
I think I'm amazed that we lifted the travel ban in the first place. It should be there until defaulters pay off all their loans. But that's also a sign that the government is, like you said, is putting in efficiency in collecting money due to it, money due to the system, rather than introducing new taxes which will put more burden on the people.
and
So
also
that's what the Prime Minister said also, because going back to the allocation to LHDN and AMLA, Anti-Money Laundering Agency under MACC, without additional resources, they have managed to recoup 15.5 billion ringgit last year. So PM said, why don't we just give the extra 700 million and see how much more they can recoup?
Itu duit belakang kursi je tu.
But also, I think this budget this time around was helped a lot by the fact that the Prime Minister announced just before the budget, the Budi
95. Yes,
that has really made, I don't know, it could be an art of deception, distraction, but if you look at it in a positive way, the government has already given something out, which is a lot of people were very doubtful or very what's the word?
Hari ni jadi PM, esok turun.
Skeptical.
Hari ni jadi PM, esok turun lagi.
People and stopped believing that.
Yes, but
suddenly,
then he delivered.
it was delivered. I mean, all three of us, I'm sure, have benefited from that.
Yes.
Even in a small way, but that's what we need. But small things to come, to be handed on to the people, for people to see that, hey, something is being done for them.
I think politically it's brilliant because you see it working. You literally see money back in your pocket.
I think that politically is brilliant is also correct because I think because of the absence of politics or the absence of some politicians, I believe, in the government, that has led this Madani government to deliver. I have no qualms about saying that. The minute YB Rafizi stepped out of the picture, things seem to be moving for Madani.
Smoothly.
Of course.
More smoothly.
Yeah, of course, YB Rafizi will not agree with this statement, this observation, but it's just an observation from me. And I think it's kudos also to when you put a non-politician in that position, things tend to...
Dia dua benda. You tengok satu is on the diesel subsidy, which he did very well. Tak ada problem. Orang kata macam-macam dan harga semua tak ada. And then they did the STR and SARA. Did it well also. And then this one, despite all the, because I saw, despite all the bising, only 34 complaint on the Budi 95. But it was not, and 34 complaint, computer glitches, nothing, not anything. And ada orang saja.
They were teething issues lah. But don't forget, when you get your receipt after you pour your fuel, anda isi RM100, anda bayar RM76.
Yeah.
So that is, and every day people are looking at it,
Yeah.
and they say, oh, at least, finally I know my taxes are working for me, this government is working for me, I got money back in my pocket. And don't forget, have you guys utilized your RM100 for your groceries?
Belum lagi. I want to, because I think we should. But the interesting thing that they found out that only now 70% of people utilize that thing. So now from this, the government will figure out the need. They can figure out the needs based on it. So they can work it out, narrow it down. I think both this one, the first one, is a very massive data collection exercise. So the next one before Ramadan is also another one. So they're going to refine it. So it was a suggestion that if we can refine it, they can probably do a regular, like every month or every other month kind of thing. So we benefit the people better, people who needs it better lah.
One of the unhappiness about Budi 95 earlier on was giving it to Malaysians who work in Singapore. I got that from several sources, but my personal opinion is these guys are still
Malaysian.
These guys are still Malaysians. They work in, most people who work in Singapore, 300,000 of them in Johor, and they don't work. They are not CEOs in Singapore. They are basically the B40 of Singapore. They still need Budi 95 or incentives like that. And plus, don't forget, they repatriate money back to Malaysia.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the feeble attempts to undermine
Budi 95. Yeah, I think so. Ada setengah cakap ni, but these are all failed attempt, I think.
Correct.
Because
Betul.
to be fair, I think it was quite brilliant. By giving, you see, because there was, why you bagi T20? But orang cakap, the cost of trying to establish a system to eliminate the T20 is you might as well give it to them. And probably the T20 will be least affected by it, of course. They don't care. And but they probably pay more taxes. They probably put more, give them something. After all, they also giving a lot of things.
No, I know some groups of T20s are pulling that RM100 together to buy groceries, which they don't need, to donate it to those who do.
Yeah.
So probably some of
the people in my mosque group, because those who do not want to exercise the RM100, have it. Why don't you go and buy something, buy the thing and put it in the mosque so that we can distribute it to.
So Zainul just revealed that he's a T20.
No lah.
No. He just revealed that he goes to the mosque.
Yeah.
The
Maybe.
T20 mosque.
T20 mosque. Yeah, but it's true, because a lot of people feel that it's too bothersome for them to go to Maidin ke whatever thing. KK
So basically, PMX wants to stimulate the economy by putting more money back into the.
I think that's one of the agenda lah. I think that's
not bad lah. Boleh tahan lah.
Boleh. I think
talk about mosque. The other day I was quite near a mosque in Bangsa, but I was at BSC, which is not far away from the mosque. I bumped into a very popular sultanah.
Okay.
Who first question she asked me was, how was FAM?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, you know better, this is an issue. This is also an issue of the palace. She looked at me and said, what do you mean? She laughed,
Okay.
And well,
I think
what happened at FAM?
I think Tun Mahathir also tried to allude to something along that line.
Yes, trying to allude to the
Is it about these
blue bloods?
7 players and
the 7 players who were naturalized using forged documents according to FIFA, the government.
The latest is one of them have gone back to
Colombia, is it?
Argentina.
Argentina. Yes.
Ini Panglima Hitam, the fabled Malay sailors.
The black.
Black. So he is gone everywhere and established some lineage.
Oh, you mean the
Malaysian lineage Panglima Hitam. Probably he went to Argentina, Colombia.
But actually, if somebody in FAM were to get these 7 guys to do a DNA test, which can be done in Singapore, there will be like 1% maybe,
probably.
or 2%. They would have some Chinese DNA or Malay DNA.
Yeah.
Maybe they can dispute FIFA's ruling by that kind of by doing that.
No,
But
but-
1% lah.
But the fact remains that the documents were forged, and 2 days later, after that revelation, 5 Malaysians were fined, and they were jailed because of the fine for forging birth certificates to naturalize babies. It's the same thing that FAM was accused of
Babies
of
cannot play
doing.
football.
So why don't you, So why is anybody in cuffs? And this just goes back again. And when you play for your country, you play out of passion, out of love for your country.
But to be
Are you
fair,
telling me 32 million Malaysians, you cannot find 7 fellas
but
to
to be
kick a ball?
fair, Terence, every team in this world have naturalized players, whether it's England ke France ke apa semua ada. I think that's fine. I think how we do it is the problematic, and then we have to stretch our imagination to.
Out of 11 players, 7 of them are,
Yeah, that means we have to stretch our imagination. So, but I think what I think should be done. Malaysia should be banned from international competition if found guilty for at least a couple of years.
It's not even so great anyway.
Yeah, because this is, if we should be banned because this is, people might not agree, but because you're caught cheating, trying to cheat the system, and there is no, I don't blame the players. They have an opportunity, but I don't know. But
I think out of shame, we should not wait to be banned.
we should.
I think we should
abstain
just
from-
disqualify
Yeah,
ourselves.
I think that's true.
And conduct what do you conduct? Not a post-mortem, but a review
Of
or
the
what is the
process.
bigger name for it? We always
RCI,
the
Royal Commission of Inquiry.
Royal
Royal
Commission
of Inquiry.
of Inquiry into this, but please get a team of royal independent people to sit on this inquiry and find out, look, and investigate what happened. First, what happened over the scam or the crime that we committed. Two, where do we go from here? To me personally, as a former Malaysian football enthusiast, because I've stopped watching football. Sorry, guys.
After the bribery scandal in the 80s.
Yes,
Yeah.
after the where do we go from here? Do we still pursue naturalization of players, or do we go back to the old school system of looking out for Malaysian kids
Yes.
who want to play football, who can play football, but there's no shortcut to success. We don't want to be world champion. We don't want to. We shouldn't even harbor the dream of qualifying for the World Cup in 10 years, 20 years. Hey, be consistently at the top in the region. Using as many local talents that we have. We have so many local talents.
Yes.
Come on.
It just goes back. Raises questions about our talent scouting, our sports development programs. Are we even doing it or not at the local level, at the MSSM, Majlis Sukan Sekolah Malaysia level? Are we actually doing that? That used to be where we used to go and scout for
betul.
future talents, school sports.
But I have a story to tell you. I had one occasion met with Khalid Ali, the former Malaysian midfielder, and the occasion to meet him. I thought he also found out, how the hell am I seated to this guy?
Khalid Ali,
Khalid Ali, the footballer.
the guy who looked like he was from South Africa.
Somewhere else. Yeah. So
He's actually Malaysian.
Malaysian. Parents there, one of the parents is African. Okay. So, but anyway, so he was saying his son has better skills and attributes as a footballer than him. So the son represented Malaysia at under 15 or under 16, under 19, whatever. But once it comes to then
Selection.
no, he said you better finish your education first before you continue. So that's the pressure. That this is guy who Khairy Ali says is better than him. Khairy Ali is one of the best midfielder in the country. Said he has better attributes. He's a better footballer than me. But I told him, you finish your education, then you continue balik. For during that period when you are 18, 19, 20, that's why you develop as a footballer kan. Tapi but because we also ourselves prioritize on other things apart from that sport. I think there are a lot of people, good sportsmen, but they decided to pursue other things. I think that's one of the, because maybe football doesn't show avenue for you to succeed beyond playing. So once you have that, probably that's something.
Well, according to the Minister of Home Affairs, Datuk Sri Saifuddin Nasution, non-footballers have also been naturalized, other sports as well. He didn't list down, but it will also, this whole issue also focuses on the process of giving citizenship. We've got people working in this country, maybe second, third generation ethnic Indians especially, who have been looking, they are working here, they're contributing to the country, in many ways, but they don't have their citizenship, they don't have their my card, and they've been trying for years. They've been trying for years. I mean, there was a video a few months ago of the minister issuing a citizenship to this old lady. She's like 1 foot in the grave already lah, and then you're giving her citizenship, then this old Chinese auntie. So
at least dapat juga.
Dapat. Sebelum mati tu dapat lah, But these are people who've been here, made this country their home. They've contributed. They've had, they've had family. They got married here. They had families here. And the minister, he was honest enough to say that I use my discretion to give the citizenship to these players.
But that's a good thing now that
It's out.
With YB Saifuddin coming out like that, perhaps we could get him. We could ask him to use his discretion on this hundreds or thousands of cases.
On more deserving cases, I think the number was 49,000 so far that have been naturalized lah. To be fair, I mean, these were the numbers given by
I think he
the
has to do
sports
that.
minister.
Otherwise, this unhappiness, this anger will fester and
go towards something else. I think that's something.
Anyway, the Sultanah that I bumped into said that if these 7 players can be naturalized, she too would like to be naturalized, and she doesn't want to. She said she doesn't want to be. She wants to declare that she was born in another state. She's the Sultanah of a state, a big state. So she wants to quit her state of birth and be naturalized in the other state.
Oh yeah.
I said, well, so I suppose not all. Going back to what Dr. Mahathir said or insinuated, I don't think all Istana members of Istana agree with whatever is happening and whatever Tun Mahathir is trying to insinuate.
I think one of the coaches also had a press conference not too long, a few days ago, and brought this issue, this insinuation into play, and said that, who gives allocation? Is it Anwar Ibrahim, the Prime Minister, or this member of royalty? Who gives the allocation? It is the Prime Minister who gives the allocation. But but maybe to satisfy everybody, we should, maybe you're right, Rocky, do an RCI. Remember Project IC?
Correcto.
Project IC.
We should. This I think is big enough, important enough for us to do that.
I think when you read The Guardian, for example, Malaysian football team made one of the top story in the sports pages because of this.
For all the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reason.
Yeah, and then but anyway, talking about wrong reason.
Okay, at least our badminton guys are doing, are keeping the flag flying lah, at least. But that's a conversation for another day, guys.
Who sponsors badminton?
Who?
Petronas. Petronas also sponsors the F1 team,
Which brings us to the next topic.
which is
Petronas.
Petronas sponsors the badminton and also the F1 team. So we had a controversy a week or so ago in the enthusiasm that our Petronas president and CEO Tan Sri Tengku Taufik was on the podium, and he, the team won for after a long time. The AMG Petronas team won, and then he joined in the celebration, which was spraying the drivers and the team principal with champagne. So of course it's a no-no. So it became a minor controversy so far. So that they had to come up with a statement. Then the president had to say, no, look, I thought it was the dirasuk, but it's not dirasuk. He was very enthusiastic about winning the thing. Then he joined in, and then he said, but look, I'm a Muslim, I understand this is inappropriate, and I don't consume alcohol. So it was told to me also by people in Petronas. I said, let's hope there's no other video surfacing.
Okay, as a non-Muslim, I just want to ask the both of you, can you not have alcohol on your person? Because there's also non-alcoholic perfume, right?
But that's different. This, you see, I was a science student, I can explain to you.
Okay.
So alcohol is a technical scientific name for something that has a OH at the end. It's a chemical. So it's like alcohol. Ethanol is alcohol also. So, but alcohol you minum though is different. There's alcohol. If you normally drink the alcohol, the scientific alcohol, the in the perfume or whatever, you can die, because so the medical all these things, these are alcohol, but these are alcohol with scientifically referred to as alcohol, but it's not alcohol that you consume. Like the gin,
one
the
that
tonic.
they used to
that's
dab you before they inject
that's
you.
the alcohol, the chemical name chemical.
So what
name.
is the fuss about Tunku Taufik participating in the champagne shower when he's not consuming, he doesn't touch his lips?
Okay, so you're not supposed to, presumably you're not supposed to
Mesra dengan botol tu.
That's one way of saying it. I mean, that's one way of saying it. But you're not supposed to partake in something that celebrate this.
No, I mean, it's very, it's very sad that this whole controversy has blinded everyone to the fact that Petronas was on the podium.
Yes. And
That we won something.
And Petronas F1 is leading in terms of technology, in terms of putting the brand, the F1, putting the brand of Petronas in world stage. You know that they're about to launch, I was told, about to launch a green F1 fuel in Abu Dhabi. They're going to launch it. This is the first, they're going to launch green F1 fuel. So this is the technology that Petronas has by participating in F1, build the brand, build the technology and those things. So it's there. So, but it's always in circumstances like this, we get bogged into the minor things, and I'm not saying it's wrong to be for people to not be happy with what he did, but you shouldn't cloud this as the biggest thing that happened.
Yeah, but that is so
typically.
that is so typically us, Malaysians, or some of us, or maybe many of us, but certainly a lot of the netizens out there. That's their preoccupation.
Yes.
Okay. What I saw was I would have missed the whole thing until it became an issue. But look, to me, what caught me, what hit me was this guy, the CEO of Petronas. He came out bravely and boldly apologized for he realized his action was
his enthusiasm.
His action had offended
segment of the population,
some Muslims out there. But the minute he apologized, that segment, the Muslims out there, the holier than thou crowd, they should be happy and said thank you. And let's see. This is what community is about. We to go, you respond accordingly, and things should be we learn from there, But another thing I want to say is, I suppose Petronas won something like 3-4 decades too late lah. In the old era, where our Prime Minister openly smoked and drinks and partake.
They had a bar in Parliament, right?
That would have been.
There used to be.
That would have been just. It's an
and I understand there was actually a bar at the basement of RTM, Angkasapuri.
There was a bar.
Many years
There was
ago.
a bar at University Malaya.
There you go.
That was long ago.
But when Malaysia hosted the F1, we had champagne showers. Was it?
But
Was it Ayango?
no, but
juice ke? Was it?
I don't know.
Tak
But
masa kita covered prime ministers. When there was
Toast.
toast.
Yeah.
I've been close enough to Dr. Mahathir. He raised his glass. Whether it was champagne, wine, air kosong ke apa. But the occasion is that, and we respected. We have to respect the ceremony.
Yeah.
Macam kita punya CEO on the podium, what do you expect him to do?
Yeah.
Walk out when no, we have to respect. We have to the occasion. That is the occasion. Macam even our tourism minister, he said tidak ada alcohol.
Arak.
So it was afterwards, But people made the noise. He had to explain. And kalau betul dia kata is after the occasion, he has every right to do it. Is what.
But generally there is macam tu alcohol tu for that tourism ministry is another issue lah, because there is a guideline that government function there's no alcohol should be. But it's true. That Petronas thing, I remember even I was travelling with Tun masa tu Datuk Seri Dr. Mahathir lah, pergi Chile. Chile they have a rodeo. In rodeo tu, they rodeo and then they injected the horse ke apa lembu tu bagi lembik so that tak ada teruk sangat. But then after that they had drink tau from the punya the pouch. They drink the wine. So for Dr. Mahathir, they change it to orange juice. That's what they say lah. So he minum more. So some of the journalists.
But he still.
Yeah, he did participate. Yeah. But some journalists thought, PM minum, so kita pun ambil. Not realizing that the other pouches were real
alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
So they were like.
Remember macam arwah Pak Lah, Prime Minister Abdullah Badawi, when he
checks in the room.
check into his hotel room, the first thing that he would do, he would get his officers to clear the minibar, whatever, no alcohol in his room. When he had to go to the conference where people raise glasses and all that, he did that because it is bukan dia tak minum, tapi he had to be
Under the ceremony.
Is respecting the host, respecting the occasion, At one time kita dinner tu dengan arwah saja, dengan dia saja, dia dengan Malaysian lah. Then dia bertanya the main table ni, mana dia punya one of his top officers lah, from Wisma Putra, mana so and so, Sipolan. Oh, Sipolan ada di belakang dengan media. Dia pun arwah pun toleh. Oh, dia ada apa? Ada dengan media, ada apa? So that's apa? He understood what masa tu the media, people from the media did. Of course, now I was not there. And I was with him at the main table. So the other media were drinking and all that. So somebody else went there and he understood. He tak ada buat bising.
Tak ada. I think hopefully this issue with Petronas CEO ni, I think people don't miss the woods for the trees lah.
Yeah,
that's where he has done. I think they've done very well. Petronas has done very well for the country. Yeah. And Petronas has done very well to promote his brand to F1 and badminton.
Right.
So, and I think these nak kata, I mean, people have rights to be offended. but they should not overwhelm the whole thing. Try and see like, kena resign ke apa benda tu. But if he's caught curi duit, taking money from Petronas, then he should resign. If he's caught, but if he's, I think this is where we should, our values,
selective outrage.
Selective outrage. Our values is something we have.
Again, that Tong Kieng Sing is under his leadership of tourism ministry. They brought in over 400 million in tourism revenue. That was completely lost on everybody. The fact that alcohol was served and there's a picture of him holding a glass of wine or a glass of beer became the main talking point. So now this also
tapi YB Menteri kita ni, tourism ni pun dia punya style tu pun kadang-kadang dan it didn't help because his yang backing dia YB Nga ni pun is like, I mean, they should also be sensitive to
I think that's the thing.
Tak payah nak terlalu gung-ho.
But it also caused some backlash now from the Sabah and Sarawak leaders. They said, we celebrate with alcohol. Hari Kawai. And you cannot issue a blanket ban on alcohol in government functions because we consume tapai and tuak and all this and on
tapai kita pun minum. Tapai is Melayu punya
tapai.
Sampai boleh memabukkan.
Tapai bukan tuak, tapai.
Tuak.
Tuak is okay, tapai.
Walaupun memabukkan dia tapai.
Dia tapai.
Dia bukan tuak.
Sebab makcik buat, makcik yang buat.
Okay, I stand corrected.
But anyway, kadang-kadang kita our response to issues begini, we tend to be swayed by opinions by netizens and all that. Again and again, we make the same mistake, we respond macam gitu. But in the case of Petronas CEO, I think he did the best thing under the circumstances. He apologized, and I think we should move on. And now yang kutuk-kutuk dia tu pergi tolonglah congratulate dia. Petronas menang, congratulate Malaysia. So we have achieved something.
Yes.
And on that note, I pun nak congratulate Datuk Zainul. Damansara Heights sekarang sudah bangun.
Sudah bangun.
Has woken up from his sleep.
Yes, I was there at the event. There was a very surreal event. You see so many people who would probably hide from the sun early morning, Sunday morning. So one Sunday morning, last Sunday lah. I don't know when the podcast airing, but last Sunday. So they had a gathering for residents of Bukit Damansara.
October 5th.
Protesting against the redevelopment of Wisma Damansara. For people long in the tour who know is Sami Belu, Datuk Sami Belu punya office dulu. Jalan Dungun. So the big building was big then. But they're going to destroy it, runtuhkan and build 2 twin towers. 60 stories high, 2 twin towers, which is like 20 stories short of the KLCC lah. So imagine that lah. So we got people mobilizing people yang keluar. There was the former Health Minister KJ was on the speaker.
Would you credit this?
It would be, yes. It was him. He was the guy who gave voice to that thing lah. There was, the resident association has always been active opposing, but him getting people out, I think you have to give credit to him lah.
Okay.
There was the Nazir Razak, former CIMB punya chairman, and then there was I bumped into our friend Tan Sri Tony Fernandez. And then there was a few Tan Sris and Datuk Sris or whatever around. So the people who appeared is impressive enough, and people who don't appear lagi banyak lah. But I think the thing that was interesting later on in social media again, that is baru tahu lah, rasa kan whatever lah. There was, but I think my theory was these people will probably get this project scaled down, guarantee. Because of their connection, because of what they do, and because they presented themselves united. So, but that doesn't solve the problem of other areas being overdeveloped. So I think this movement can start something that check on the regulators and the people who approve planning and whatever. And if it happens in, Puchong or Taman Desa, they're complaining, or in Penang or whatever, there's a lot of overdevelopment. So this can probably spark because of the high level of visibility, though this can spark something against for citizens to go and protest against overdevelopment. I think that's something that I think can happen. I'm sure the people there and then any other residents there could probably get Bandaraya, City Hall, KL to say to the developer, relax lah. Although there are many developers living in Bukit Damansara, but they will probably would, So I think there is a positive in that thing lah. NIMBY is everywhere lah, and nobody wants anything in their neighborhood lah.
They're not getting, they're your neighbors, you also live in the neighborhood, but unfortunately you're not getting any sympathy.
Yeah. It's
from
okay.
the Rakyat Marhain.
It's okay because
because 2 weeks ago was Kampung Sungai Baru. And they are juxtaposing that to the protest in Damansara Heights.
Because they don't live there. That's why it's just that they don't want the building in the name. But I think fairly, can you imagine? I mean, if people familiar with the place Jalan Samantan, you got 2 twin towers there, while the building there be a car park lah. It's like crazy that place. I think that for me, if you look at it positively, it could be a start of something lah. Because
I'm happy that the elites, have come out to protest and to go against their fellow elites, the developers yang behind this.
Probably live there also.
And also the most important thing is to look again at the role of DBKL
and local authorities.
Yes. In this case, the development in Damansara Heights itself at this point sudah overdeveloped. Okay, I know that KJ before the Maida Twin Towers, he also exposed the 9 million ringgit.
9 million owed by Pavilion.
Allegedly owed by Pavilion to Malaysian Highway. Which was again an sebuah authority letting that happen, not taking action at the expense of the people, at the expense of people who drive.
For a few years, the road was not open.
So again, we look at it positively again. You politicians yang keluar sekejap, or politicians yang tak ada something good to do, can take up issues and can make a difference.
But it's always within their neighborhood. Taman Rainbow Kiara, Pavilion, Taman Tun Dr. Ismail. When Royal Sound Club wanted to build an annex, they also got cancelled because of the power of their influence.
But I think that's why we need to extend that into something more concrete.
Correct.
Because negara kita ni divided by constituencies. Kan, kita ada politicians di mana-mana, MPs, aduns and all that. These are the guys who have to come out and defend the people.
So when the KL draft plan comes out, you will go there and point out what should or shouldn't be in the draft plan. They don't do that, you see.
Until
it happens to their neighborhood.
To their backyard.
But still
Correct.
I'm happy that they come out and be counted lah.
I think so. I think only good things can come out of this if they make sure that they harness the energy or whatever. Because I think it's important. Kampung Sungai Baru deserve to be champion, but we don't know the full story, what's happening. But I think we should be able to put to account all the local authorities, all the developers. There's something that we need to be able to do, because if not, it's rampant. How many more towers? That during that so-called protest, they show the planning of the whole region. They have 4 more towers coming up. 4 more towers, and people are like, what the hell?
When Rimba Kiara, they wanted to build 8 towers in Rimba Kiara during zaman before 2018 lah. I attribute that to one of the reasons why Kerajaan Barisan Nasional fell. Because it became so rampant, blatant sangat lah.
Right.
8 towers in a small area. I mean, you taking out a park to. So that masa tu kita lihat politicians like Hanayo, yang sekarang ni dah jadi menteri, No, was she around during
she
the
was, I
protest?
Maybe she was. But that time, was she in Segambut? I don't think she was in Gambut. She was. But now she's a Gambut MP.
She's your MP now.
So she hantar some wakil. Gambut.
She was the MP at that time.
And then, but I think betul that thing is sometimes the overdevelopment is you just cannot imagine it. 8 towers in that small area.
Yeah,
and
it was crazy.
Twin towers, 60 stories in what was one building.
Master 2 Resident Association fought the case. They lost in court. They were fined 40,000 ringgit by the courts, Master 2. You know? And then when the protest became bigger and bigger and bigger and the media came in, barulah all these people in authorities saw that this is serious, this is the people are rising, barulah they made the right decision. So in the case of macam Damansara Heights protest ni pun, they cannot it cannot be a one-off thing.
No, cannot.
You know?
It has to be.
KJ kalau dia serious, they should make it a movement.
Yeah.
Turn it into a movement, not just for Bukit Damansara, but for other areas as well.
Yeah, true. Jangan sekejap.
Yeah, it can be the de facto
Local government
Yep. You know.
minister. I think.
With that, I think I need a drink.
Don't spray.
Cannot. What drink is that?
The kind of drink that like, from November 1st I have to pay 10% more for.
But yeah.
So Zainul, Rocky,
Thank you.
good chat.
Yes.
Let's regroup soon with the guests,
Yes.
and we will get Trick Lama off the ground. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Trick. There you go.